Hi, YouTubers. Okay, we're going to be mixing some concrete in this Yardmax 1.6 cubic foot cement mixer. So we've done a lot of them so far, and I just wanted to point out a few things that I've noticed. So we're doing 60-pound bags. So one 60-pound bag mixes up real nice in this mixer. And these bins that you can get also, it's a perfect size. Fits right under the mixer. So you can actually go at a pretty decent pace. So here's the 60-pound bag, and on one side of the bags, on the top, there's an edge that you'll see. It'll look like it's partially opened up, and it has a little flap that you can just put your hand in and rip the top of the bag open. It makes it nice and easy. So that's something you could look for on these bags. And you'll see there's a lot of dust coming out of the top of it. So I switch my hose over to the shower setting, and I'll pour the shower setting in, or water using that setting, so I can kick down some of the dust real quick. Don't want to add a whole lot right away. You just want to add a little bit and let it mix up. There's a fine line between having enough water and too much water. So when I'm mixing my concrete, I like it a consistency of just where it starts to become creamy. You'll notice as you start to pour the water, it goes from being dry, and then you add some water, and then it'll start to become clumpy. And if you add a little bit more water, it'll start to slowly be like clumps and creamy. But you want to get to the point where the whole thing is creamy, and it'll actually change tone as it's swishing around, as the blades are swishing around there. But you don't want to keep on adding water. You just add a little bit at a time. I'll say, just a little squirt of water at a time. And it'll get to that certain point, and you'll notice where everything is consistent and it's nice and creamy. You also want to look in the very bottom of these tubs. Sometimes they get a dry spot in the back that just sticks there. It won't come down. So before it gets creamy, sometimes you have to look in the back there and spray down those dry spots. So that really helps. Another big help is if you have an assistant that comes, that's like twice your size, that can come help you and do all the heavy lifting. Over here, I've got my nephew. He always comes over and helps me a whole lot, and really appreciative of that. At my age, just my back can't handle doing all of this stuff by myself, so he's a big help. I don't know if you guys got anybody like that around, but you can't buy that. So here we go, pouring the next one in. And you can see how it's just it actually pours real nicely out of here, out of the tub. So each bag actually only takes about 5 minutes to mix it up. So you can actually go at a really good pace. The other thing we got lucky with is we're working in the shade today. This was the middle of the summer and it was about 90 degrees. So we filmed on this day here where we were in the shade. We were pouring on the outside wall in the sun the previous days, and we just couldn't do it. It was way too hot. I think on those days we started early in the morning. But here we go again. I'm using the shower spray to add the water and just to knock down the fumes and all the dust. And then I'll stop, let it mix a little bit, checking the bottom to see if there's a dry spot that won't come off of there. And then I switch over to the jet spray and hit that stuff in the bottom. You don't need much. Don't need much water. Just try to get that stuff to come down off of the backside there. It's almost mesmerizing to watch. If you're looking at it on the front side there. I should have filmed it at that point, or from that vantage angle. But yeah, it's nice and easy to use. Put this thing together myself and works really great. Nice and solid. I poured over 90, I think it was 96 bags of cement to put the cinder block wall together, and 270, I think, or yeah, 270 bags of concrete. I think that's how many to fill all of the voids. So it definitely got a really good workout. And even though it, there was that many, this thing shows hardly any signs of any wear. Of course, it got dusty, and I had a little bit of concrete on it here and there, but the gear on it that turns the drums in perfect condition. The blades on the inside didn't even touch going through the powder coat. Same with inside the bin. I just made sure to wash it after each use, and it worked out really well. All right. Well, just thought I'd put this together, and thanks for watching.